What's up everyone? Today I'm going to be doing a quick review on this Best Top Soft Top Camper Shell. This is what the truck looks like without the top on. I definitely recommend buying these bed caps all the way around, just to protect the paint, and it keeps it from sliding around, and it kind of has a cleaner look when the top's on. And this is what the rails look like. They bolt down. I just leave them on. And it comes with foam strips that have adhesive, and you can slap that on there. Helps even more. And it's got this rail here, which is pretty cool. It's jammed. So you can adjust the main like center bar, so you can kind of have the top really tight and up, or you can like kind of let some slack down. Or there's a lot of adjustability, and this allows you to like fold it like a convertible top. It slides. This is what the tint looks like on my back window. I'm not exactly sure what it is. I would guess 20 or 15%. But at night when it's doubled up with the tint on the back window of the top, you almost can't even back up. So that's why I have these LED lights under the bumper. Those help a lot. Or if you have a backup camera, that works too. This is one nice thing about the soft top, is that you can store it like indoors in a closet basically. This is how I have it. You could probably even put it in an apartment, and that's one thing you can't do with a hard shell. One cool thing about having this top though is I can fit my e-bike or my electric dirt bike inside of it and put a cover over it, and almost no one would even know it's there. Obviously you'd still want to chain it up, but if I had bought the bigger model, it wouldn't have even fit. But my street bike can almost fit in there, but a full-size dirt bike will not even come close. But I could also lay this thing on its side. That would work too. It's on a 2008 regular cab short bed Silverado. It's got the 6.5 foot bed, which is technically the standard bed, but I don't really know how wide it is. I can't remember. I think it's a little over 5 feet, a little over 5.5. Here's what it looks like through the window tint and through the back window. In the daylight, you can see really well. But at night, you're definitely gonna need a backup camera or some backup lights. As you can see, the window here between the cab and the back, that's clear, so that helps a lot. I've owned this top for about 3 years now, but it's been garage stored, and half the time it hasn't been on my truck, so it's definitely probably gonna look a little more worn down if your car sits outside all day. I put this on it once a year. After about 3 years, the chemicals have all separated and it's kind of dried up now, but it's a good product. It's just really expensive. I might find a better alternative if I can, but it gets the job done. But yeah, on this top, if your car is outside all the time with it on, I definitely recommend putting this on probably at least once or twice a month. It definitely won't hurt it. I do think as time goes on, this top, if stored outside a ton, give it 10 years and it would look probably almost gray. It's no different than a Jeep top or a Blazer top. It's the exact same construction. I forgot to mention I paid about, I think $750 for it. I can't remember where I got it. It might have been eTrailer.com. But after I got the bed caps all the way around and the top, I think I paid, with tax and all that, I think I paid about $800, which it's not too bad considering I was considering getting one of those flat tonneau covers that's only like $300. But if you're going camping or traveling across the country, you're really gonna like having that double the space. So, and you can, if you're on the beach or motocross track or camping, it's really nice to be able to unzip all these windows and they slide out and you can pretty much use it as like a shade. But yeah, this is how the back goes up. You unzip it, pull this bar out. It has these tabs that hold it. And you flip it up. See, sometimes that can happen. But this has been sitting a while. But in the winter, you need to be careful with the windows because they're really stiff. But yeah, when you can fold this like a convertible top, I typically don't. I typically just take it all the way off because my dirt bike won't fit in here. So here's what it looks like on the inside. It's got 3 bars. It's easiest, I think, if you set up that back bar first, or the front bar and the back bar here, and then put up this middle one, and then you buckle these clips. It sounds super simple, but it took my dad and I like 40 minutes to put it together because you kind of just fumble around with it a lot. One surprisingly nice thing about this top is it really doesn't leak at all. Like, I've been driving in heavy rainstorms with a ton of nice luggage, and you might get like a little trickle of water, but it's no big deal. Also, the tint is like the perfect darkness. It's like enough to hide your stuff, but it's not so dark that you can't see anything when you're driving. When you're going down the highway, you're definitely gonna get some like flapping, but you don't even hear it, and it's not gonna hurt it. You're just gonna see it moving like a Jeep top. But yeah, I'll show you really quick how the windows, you unzip it, and this tab folds under this rail here, and this top piece, it slides in that track, so you can slide this entire window out. But if it's just a quick like stop, sometimes I'll just undo the bottom, flip it up, and put a weight on the top, and sometimes that'll be enough to hold it up. So now I'm going to talk about some of the pros and cons of this top. Well, the pros are it's cheaper than a hard shell, it's lightweight, and it has a lower center of gravity. I think it looks cool, and it's easy to store. You could store it in a closet or an apartment. And it comes with tinted windows, which kind of, if you get a hard shell, some of them you may have to get the windows tinted darker, I don't know. The cons are you can't lock it. It gets dirty easier than a hard shell, and it's a bit harder to keep nice if you store it out in the sun. And it's kind of a pain to remove and install, especially if you're alone. But if you have 2 people, I think a hard shell might be quicker because you just lift it on and bolt it down. Whereas this, you're kind of fumbling like it's a tent. And the last thing is the windows, they're easier to scratch than just a regular glass window. It is kind of nice if you have a hard shell fiberglass camper that you can just take it on and off quickly and store it. It's super heavy, but the downside of those hard shells is if you're buying them brand new, they're really expensive. Like, you're probably gonna spend $1,000 to $2,000 at least, and they're hard to store. Honestly, my final conclusion is, like, this product is a really good product. There's nothing wrong with this top. It does everything as advertised, and it's very high quality, and it'll last you many years, and it's definitely worth the money. But the only reason I bought it is because I put motorcycles and dirt bikes and stuff that's a lot taller than my cab in the back. And if I wasn't doing that, I would have bought a hard shell just because I could lock things in it. The hard shells often have those sliding windows with the screen, which is way easier than unzipping all that, and it's just better for camping. And the hard shells have better noise insulation. Funny thing though is this top definitely gets a lot more attention from the cops when it's on. I've had several cops, especially at night, shine their spotlights in it and follow me. It's just the weirdest thing. I guess they think I'm transporting people or drugs or something.